What's going on, everybody? My name is Kalea, artist named Ko, and I'm here to talk about my new album that's releasing called This Is the Life.
And what is This Is the Life about?
So really, This Is the Life is just talking about, different perspectives of struggles, but really the context is focusing on gun violence, suicide awareness. It's really mental health, self-help, and just really persevering through struggles that you may experience and, finding the solutions to those problems.
Okay. And what was sort of like the inspiration behind this album?
Well, really for me, the inspiration was the passing of my nephew a year ago. And before his passing, he did 2 years in prison. And I was blessed, for him to really entrust in me, the struggles that he was feeling and really to be alongside him as he was going through those struggles. And I really seen just how being institutionalized, it affected, his mental health. And then with him having limited resources, it just made it much harder and not having that support or foundation. So with me seeing he was struggling, I was going through my own struggles as well. I didn't know to offer or what to offer, as far as getting him help. But just after he passed, it kind of opened my eyes to seeing that, you can't hold on to the things that you're going through. And then also, it just really opened my eyes to see that we're all hurting. We're all flawed individuals. We're trying to find, we're searching for something. So, I'm just speaking on different people's perspectives, but I'm also talking about mine as well.
All right. And when you think of mental health, like how important is it to have a way out or a way of escape? Like having something like, whether it be a person who plays basketball, does music, things of that nature. How important is it for people who struggle with mental health to find sort of that thing that they can go to kind of, de-escalate the situation?
I think it's very important. That's the most important thing, or really from my own experience. I think first, it's about realizing or acknowledging, how you're feeling or, what those feelings may be. You may not be able to explain it, but once you realize that, okay, I'm feeling this way, and then a lot of times we use things as a crutch. Our community, we're known to use alcohol, drugs, and that's easy. But, the hardest thing is really, seeing how you feel, feeling how you feel, and then, finding a different way to express it. So from my own experience, I'm blessed to have music, photography, and I know there's many other ways that people do it as well through other forms of art or, other ways of expression. So it's just about figuring out what that is and then finding your own outlet.
All right. How long have you been doing music?
Really about a year now, but
Okay.
I really started taking it serious. And, I got some more things I'm coming into making, but it's really exciting though. It's really exciting to pour your art, pour your vision into something and see it come to light.
All right. Who inspires you as an artist?
As an artist, J. Cole, that's been my top guy, since I was in high school. Really, a lot of his music I could relate to.
Okay.
I listen to a variety of music though. I have a broad ear, I would say, but I like a lot of TDE artists, Isaiah Rashad. I listen to Christian artists. I like Lecrae. So I like to have an open mind as far as music.
Dope. And like, so going into this album and creating, what's sort of your yellow brick road, I want to say, of how you create music? Where do you start?
So a lot of times, so when I first started, I seen like, okay, this was something that, it's fun to do. I like the beat, but then, I was really going through some tough times, just like we all do. So I really started using that as an outlet. I normally write poetry and, I just write, but just the quality of music that I grew up around, especially from my brother, he used to listen to Nas and, a lot of New York artists. So the wordplay just started really coming into my flow of my pen. So a lot of times it might be how I'm feeling in that moment. And then what I try to do is not make it too personal on a song to where, I feel someone can relate to it. But, if I catch the right beat, the right sound in the beat, the right melody, then it flows fluent for me.
Nice. Where do you see yourself going in music?
That's something that I'm still trying to figure out. I just know my purpose behind it, and what I look to get out of it is, one person listens to it and I know that it was influential in what they're going through, or it helped them to get through a tough time. That's all it matters to me. I'll be blessed, if it goes further, however it can go. But really this is just my way of expression, a way for me to stay sharp on my artistic side and really stay true to who I am. And music has actually helped me to figure out, who I am as a man, in Columbus, Ohio, and a man in this life, so it's a good process for me.
Okay. Now speaking of Columbus, Ohio, what's the feel like as far as when it comes to, gun violence, things of that nature? What's it like in Columbus, Ohio?
Well, I think here, a lot of people are limited to the side of town that they live on, and a lot of times what I see is, I may live on the east side and then there's so much tension and whatnot going on the south side, and I feel like I'm not affected by that, and I see that that's how people naturally are, not just in Columbus, but wherever you stay. But it's a lot of things going on here, and it takes more than one person, it takes more than one side of town, it takes more than one community. So I think if we all acknowledge what's going on, and especially in the midst of a pandemic, the gun violence is increasing. And I know that's what local leaders have been, talking about, as far as providing solutions. But, it takes more than a local leader. We're all neighbors. It takes conversations. It takes, opening up to resources. A lot of the youth, they don't know about the resources they have. And unfortunately, we have tough times going on right now that's keeping all of us even more limited. So it's about really just having those tough conversations, and I feel like that's something we really don't do.
All right, and your album covers these issues as well?
Yes.
Wow.
Yep, so I'm talking about, just from my own experience, being one who witnessed suicide attempts and actually, a suicide happened, and then also one who was affected by gun violence and, who struggled with my own mental health, which caused me to actually reach out for that help and try to find my own solution. So I'm still on that journey right now myself, but I want to show people that these are actions you have to take, because it's your heart attack, it's your own well-being at the end of the day. No one can change that, or no one can help you with that.
So how many songs are on the project?
So I have 6 songs on there. My last song is really a bonus track, and it's really, I would say that song is the most vulnerable that I'm being as far as all of my tracks, but it's 6 songs on there.
Okay, and when's this album coming out?
August 30th. So August 30th is the release date, so I can't wait.
All right, what can they expect? Like, is this going to be something that's going to be, you think it's going to have a major impact? Do you think many people would gravitate to it? Just from the standpoint, because I feel like you have a good message from what I'm hearing. Like, what's going to be, you think, everybody's favorite song?
So honestly, I feel like my style and my form of music is different, to what we hear today, but I feel like, people will gravitate towards it, the people who are real individuals per se, which is kind of hard to define real, but, I feel like this is also a way for people to understand who I am more, to see, okay, this is why he does certain things, or this is, even the ones closest to me, they may understand, okay, this is why he responds like that. So it's just a way for me to express myself, a way for me to open up, and also a way for me to fully explain my perspective on, this world, just in the context of those 6 songs. So I think it can do a lot of things. People will gravitate towards it. Some people may not like it. Some people may learn something about themselves, or learn a solution to their problems, or even learn more about me. It could do many things. But as far as the favorite song, I just have different vibes of a song. My favorite song in there is Grinding. And I'm just really talking about, when you're in the midst of the storm, you got to keep your head down. You got to keep on a narrow path and just really see it through. So that's my favorite. But you catch every different vibe on there. You got some you can bump your head to. You got some ride music. But it just depends on the time and the place. But turn your speakers up when you ride. Close those windows and just tune in.
Nice. So again, you said the album's coming out August 30th?
August 30th.
Cool. You shooting any music videos to it?
Yep. So I'm gonna have 1 or 2 videos. I'm definitely gonna have a video for a young black boy. So that's something you definitely gotta watch out for, tune in for. The visuals are gonna be crazy.
And what's your single?
My single?
You have one or you?
Oh no,
okay.
Dropping them all together.
All right, this is going to be on all streaming platforms?
All streaming platforms.
Nice. All right, any last words you want to tell the people?
Yeah, I'd definitely like to say, thank you for the ones who will listen. This is my first project that I'm putting out, and I'm really, speaking on some things that have affected me and, helped develop me to the man that I am today. And you know, these are things that we're all going through as well, that we're all witnessing. But you know, we have to come together. And you know, as far as this journey, you know, that we all may experience, you know, it's not a lonesome journey. You know, you have people there for you, and also we have a community. We all just have to recognize it. So please tune in. I'd like to know what you think. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
You give them the name of the album again?
The name is This Is the Life. My name is Co, artist name Co, and just wait for it.